China drew the line and America just felt it. Something just changed, not quietly, not diplomatically, but very loudly, strategically, and with a lot of consequences. For years, the United States of America has used sanctions as one of its most powerful weapons. Now, cut a country off from the global financial system, restrict trades, or control technology. This is how US was really controlling the world on sanctions. And the most nations were just falling in that line. But this time, China didn't. In a bold shift, China signaled something the world can't ignore. We will not follow or apply American sanctions anymore. This is what China has put out. That's not just policy, that's a very strong message. A message that could reshape global power, trade, and also influence on this planet. Because when the world's second largest economy refuses to play by Washington's rules, it's no longer just policies. It's all about a very strong turning point. To understand why this matters, you need to understand how sanctions actually work. Look, the United States of America doesn't just impose restrictions. It builds a system where everyone else is forced to follow them, like banks, companies, and even governments. If they don't comply, they risk losing access to the important things like US dollars, global financial systems, and also international trade network. And that's very powerful to a lot of countries. For decades, this system has worked very smoothly. Countries complied not just because they wanted to, but because they had no other choice until now. Now, China's response isn't sudden. It's been building for years. Trade wars, technology bans, restriction on companies like Huawei. Each move from Washington's added pressure on China. Now, this time around, instead of backing down, China adapted, China built its own financial system, expanded trade partnership, reduced reliance on US dollars, strengthened ties with emerging economies. That wasn't reaction. It was just a preparation. Now, the turning point is when the shift comes, China isn't just resisting quietly anymore. It's signaling to the world you don't have to follow these rules either. And that's where the things get serious. Because if other countries start thinking the same way as China is doing right now, if they begin ignoring US-led sanctions, then something fundamental breaks right here. The system stops being global and starts becoming more optional. Now, imagine the world where countries trade outside of US financial system, sanctions lose their bite, multiple economic power centers emerges. That's not theory, that's already starting right now. From Asia to Middle East, from Africa to Latin America, nations are watching very closely. Because this isn't just about China versus America, it's about who set the rules in the future. Bottom line, for United States of America, this is more than just a defiance. It's a pressure on United States of America. Because its greatest strength has never been just military power. It's been control of the system itself on the global economy. Now, when a major player like China stops outside that system, that control starts to weaken. Now, not collapse overnight, but shift slowly and then suddenly. Now, for years, America told the world, follow the rules or face the consequences. And now, first time ever, China is answering directly on the front line. What if we don't? And that question is exactly what America is starting to ask. For more insight and breakdown in details, just subscribe and like the video. Thank you. See you next time.